Hi everyone, I'm Jordan Biordi,
And I'm Shaquille Lambert.
and we are playing Adventure Time.
Yeah, Magic Man's head games. Actually.
Yeah, we do the theme song. Adventure
Uh,
Time,
you
come
could do
on,
that.
very
I
fast.
don't
We'll go
sing.
to very distant lands. We'll Jake the dog and Finn the human. The fun will never end. It's Adventure Time. Okay, moving on.
Okay, we're good. Anyway, this is yet another VR title for the HTC Vive.
Yes, and this is one that our good friend Cody Orm played, but we are checking it out. I've actually seen
We're the Adventure Time experts in the
Yes,
office.
we are the aficionados. Actually, but I you know what? I have seen a lot about this game. It does play very much like your standard sort of platform slash 'em up.
Yeah.
But it's like doubly weird because it's doing all this like VR stuff. So it trips me out that like the camera is you, and this is exactly kind of like part of the reason that like I never really got into like the Oculus and stuff because it just
Yeah.
seemed like they were doing stuff like this. It's like, oh, this is just a regular old game, but you can look around and that's enough. But it looks cool because they are trying to do a lot of stuff that like does kind of incorporate like the idea of VR. So like, yeah,
Yeah.
you'll see like there are times when like Jake will like stretch up and look at you and start talking to you. The whole weird idea is that like, yeah, you're some guy who just shows up and Finn and Jake are having a picnic.
Yep.
And then Magic Man makes like your like disembodies your head and you just turn into this big like head balloon and you're just floating around and they're trying to like get to the bottom of it.
Exactly, and so the gameplay is pretty much still kind of standard, as you said.
Yeah, there's the like you got the Finn slash attacks, the like Jake thing. It's doing the same thing that like hey Ice King, why'd you steal our garbage?
That's it. Yes.
Is doing where like Jake is sort of taking like a back seat and letting the player just kind of more or less control Finn.
Pretty much.
But that's fine. I like Finn a little bit more than Jake. Jake's a weird character.
I love Jake though.
Yeah, but he's like I don't know. He's not a good role model to Finn.
Well, obviously not.
But he's supposed to be. He's the oldest. He's older than Finn.
Yeah,
it's not helping
but
him out.
They're both like at the same level of like maturity
Yeah, I
in
guess.
most
How the
aspects.
mess are we gonna get up there?
I
Don't
guess.
worry, bro. There's probably something up there for me to
But
grab.
and then you have stuff like this where you have like
here's the VR stuff.
things where you have to actually look around and like aim to spots that you can get higher up in the game.
So it's a neat little gimmick though.
I mean, the weird thing about a lot of the Adventure Time games is that none of them have been great, but a lot of them have been pretty good, and it just seems sort of weird to me that like they
haven't
haven't
done,
they
that
haven't
one
done
great
like
one yet?
yeah, because I know me and you are at different spots on Explore the Dungeon because I don't know's like quality because I think it's a pretty good game.
And I hated it.
But you know what? You're not wrong about it. And then yeah, like hey Ice King, why'd you steal our garbage? Is kind of like it's kind of just in the okay area. And then the Secret of the Nameless Kingdom, I think it was called. It was the one that tried to be a little bit more like Zelda.
Oh, that one I haven't tried yet.
I haven't tried it either, but I heard it got very very mediocre reviews because it's kind of a lot.
And there was that Magic
The
Man.
titular Magic Man.
God, I can't stand him.
Magic Man.
Every single time he shows up, he's annoying.
Oh, but you know what? But that's okay. A spoiler alert for anyone who's not into this as far deep with the seasons as I am. They do a lot of really like interesting stuff with Magic Man. They basically give him the Simon treatment, where like his backstory is actually very tragic, and then he ends up like having a bit of a character shift.
That's kind of, I feel like that's the crux of like Adventure Time as a whole, where it's like this very, hold on, Jake in my face.
Getting all up. They look so weird in 3D.
He gave me, I don't even know what that is. I think is that like a gumball?
A little bauble.
Don't be shy. Just stick
I don't know.
out
I'm
your
not.
mitts
I'm not
and
wearing
grab some.
headphones currently. I can't hear
But
anything.
yeah, he's giving me like a
I don't know
gumball.
why. I don't know why I didn't grab headphones.
But anyway, as I was saying, the whole thing of Adventure Time is that it's very cute and colorful, but that's because it's masking the incredible darkness.
And
that's
there
way
goes
underneath.
Cody showing off his amazing game skills.
The best at games.
Way to go, Cody. Hashtag the best. 10 out of 10.
MLG.
Well, yeah, but that's something that they do really well, I think, too, is that like they sort of spend a lot of time making you like really hate a character, and then they just pull the old switcheroo on you, and then it's just like, oh wait, no, that guy was like, he had a lot of stuff happen, and it's sort of
They
unfair
messed him
now.
up.
Dude, I felt so bad when they did the Christmas episode and they actually showed you like what the Ice King was all about. I was just like, you made me hate this guy for 3 seasons, and now I feel like the prick.
But back to this game, as you can tell, this is just kind of like a mountainy area. Like there's not much to the environments, I'd say, in this particular
Yeah.
level. But Cody told me that like when you explore the other like areas of Ooh, that it like goes way more colorful and bright and all that cool
Yeah,
stuff.
and you'd have to, right? It's a
Yeah.
very bright and colorful world, even within the cartoon.
Yeah.
In fact, some of my favorite points of the cartoon are like when they do those really interesting like shifts in animation. You haven't seen past the first season, but they do stuff like.
No, I've seen way past the
Oh,
first
I
season,
think you
dude.
just said you. Oh no, I'm thinking of Mel just
Mel
said.
said she
Mel,
did.
yeah, dude, like the one where they do the food chain one.
Yes.
It's all done sort of like that kind of like weird like almost manga style. That was so good. Or the one they did like the one that they did was like stop motion.
I remember the stop motion
Oh, that
one,
was a
yes.
good one, man.
Oh, snap.
All right,
See?
so we're coming up to some intense platforming here. I actually do like the way that they're like playing with perception here. I feel like if we had been experienced in this in VR, like the depth of field
Yeah.
probably would have been a lot more interesting.
And here we're coming across one of my personal favorite
Oh,
characters.
dude, she's the best character in this entire show.
Lumpy Space Princess.
My
Space
glob.
Princess, get out of there! It's dangerous.
Lumpy off, mom.
Love my lumps.
I had the best experience at Anime North one year
Yeah.
when I was really into Adventure Time and I was like cosplaying as Finn. There was this girl, a lot of girls who like did Lumpy Space Princess, like really got into character. There was this one,
Go help her out.
she had a can of beans with her and she just kept going around and shouting, "My beans!"
Oh
It was
my
so
God.
funny.
But Cody was so confused about this character.
Yeah, he wasn't sure
He wasn't sure how to clarify for him.
that it is in fact a princess.
Yes.
He was because I mean Pendleton's Ward's voice does kind of throw you off that way because he really just has the one voice that he like commits to.
Yes. I should tell you at this point that Lumpy Space Princess kind of falls in love with you as she does with everyone.
Oh yeah,
She's like, hey, do you want to be my boyfriend?
she can't be pinned down, dude. She's
She's a free woman.
got those hot lumps. She's gotta flaunt them. Oh, dude, I feel like I'm being seduced right now just watching this.
Right?
Oh, to live in a world where we could earn the love of Lumpy Space Princess.
But then, yeah, she like desperately wanted to join us.
And you can actually kind of it's funny, and I just noticed it right now. You can tell how like kind of new this is because he's using the Finn sword, right?
Exactly.
Which is that's like a season like 6 thing. Gets really interesting.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
there's
she
some-
starts following us now.
Man, I would love to spend an entire game. I don't understand why they don't just make Lumpy Space Princess the game.
The game, I don't know how that would I don't know how that would take. Like some people would be like,
I imagine it would
"Oh."
take the best.
I would love it, but I don't know about other people. But yeah, also you see those music boxes; those are things
Yeah.
you could collect
Little
throughout the game.
collect-em-ups.
That you're supposed to break because Magic Man is once again trying to mess with you.
Oh, but you know what? Oh, look at that. Inconsistencies. We just found one. So this is, if he's using the Finn sword, this would mean that it takes place in season like 6 after certain events. I don't know if I want to get
I
super
haven't
high
seen
into
those
I don't want to
events,
get
so I
into
don't
I don't
know.
want to get into spoiler territory, but after
This is
certain
like
events.
remember, this might be like a non-canon thing.
Yeah, I guess so. They're usually pretty good about that stuff. A lot of the like the Adventure Time like comics and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like people have come out and sort of it was Rebecca Sugar and I think even like Adam Muto and some people like did kind of come out and say like no, like all this stuff kind of does exist. It is all canonical, but it's weird
Yeah.
because there are certain events I won't get into spoilers stuff, but that happen that run counterintuitive to the way Magic Man is acting
Pretty much.
in this game. So
But yeah, so as you back to yeah, pretty much you've seen like at least the part of like this gameplay where it's just kind of you just run.
And you-
Fight. It's a simple game.
yeah, and as a VR experience, it needs to be, right? Like, it needs to be a little bit slower paced. It needs to be something that, like, you're going to be able to handle while playing with it, like, this totally new, like, viewscape.
Exactly. It's something that's kind of like something to ease you into the world of VR.
Which, damn, you got me doing it. Which I think is it's fine. Like, because, it's hard to pin down how to do other games in VR. You have a lot of stuff that's very arcadey, and like how you're gonna evolve past that and actually start doing like games like this. And here we go, some more Cody showing off
Where
his
Cody
skills.
showing him his mad skills.
just-
Great job, Cody.
Just listing down. Oh, and there he goes.
The music stopped and everything.
That was horrifying, actually, to watch. Just plummets. Well, guys, thanks so much for watching our cool Adventure Time VR experience. Should we do the outro song too? No?
No.
Come
Look,
along with me and the butterflies. So if you want to check out more stuff by us, you can check us out at cgmagonline.com. We got a lot of cool written stuff going up on there. You can check us out on the Facebooks at facebook.com/comicsgamingmagazine. We are also on Twitter at
CGMag Online.
No, CGMag Online. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this. I know I've been gone for a while.
Yeah, man.
And what else we got? We got a magazine. We got an actual like physical magazine you can read. You can check this out. You can find that at Chapters and Indigo and I don't know. The internet.
Yes,
eBay.
the internet, because we have the online version.
Yes, we
so
have
go
a
subscribe to that.
digital version you can get on what is it, Magster and ebooks.
Yes.
I'm not sure. Amazon. There's Google Plus too. Google Plus.com's Gaming Magazine.
Yeah, go check all of that out, all that good stuff. And you can follow me on Twitter at Shak Excellence, SHAK Excellence.
You can also follow me on Twitter at NinjaJordan_. And we will check you out next time.